And here come your Proctor Rails. Welcome everyone to our Monday night matchup. Proctor Rails PWB Green Team hosting Cloquet Lumberjackets PWB Purple. Tonight's matchup, the first of the silver bracket for those teams relegated after yesterday's playoffs. Proctor Green falling to Proctor White yesterday, as most of you are aware. Cloquet Purple yesterday played Blue East Black and lost, and so they're facing off tonight. About 2.5 minutes left in warm-ups, and we'll be set to get started. Winner of this game will play again on Wednesday at 5:45. All right, everyone, set for the opening face-off here. Declan on the dot for the Rails. He's got Bria and Brendan on his wings. Stanley and Charlie at the points. Puck taken away from Bria. Back to the neutral zone. Cloquet player falls, no call on that. Declan intercepts a lead pass, sends it off the wall. He's able to pick that one up. Into the circle, he gets hooked. Call pending. With that, just 23 seconds into the first period, the Rails will be on their first power play of the game. It's a minor penalty for hooking to Cloquet, number 6. Offensive zone draw, no changes. Declan wins this over. Bria shoves this one just wide of the net. Should be the first one on it. Centers, nobody home. Cloquet through the neutral zone here. Pass too far. Charlie will be the first one on it. Sends it back off the wall. Declan circles. Over skates. Picks that up and ahead to Brendan. Cloquet able to chip this one back out. The Jacks are into the Rail zone. Around behind the net, they have exited the zone. With that touch, they're offsides. One player had not yet reset. We'll get a neutral zone draw just outside the Rail's end with 14:03 left in the first. Draw one back by Cloquet. Rocks the first one on it though, down the wall. He'll send this in behind. Jace battling for it there. Backhander, off the goalie, off the post. Jace again from the top of the circle, sends it in behind. Rocks will be the first one on it on the half wall. Pokes this back to Matt at the point. Matt will walk into the circle. Shot, just missed. Griffin now with it. Tips it back. Matt will cover up the blue line. He curls, sends it back off the wall to Griffin. And the Rails are back out of the zone. Rock's just a hair offsides there as he missed the puck at the blue line. 12 seconds left in the minor penalty to the Lumberjacks. And 13:19 left in the first. We get a neutral zone draw. Ryder sends this one rink wide. Rocks chops it down into the zone. Lumberjacks play it in behind their net, send it up the wall. Matt pinching at the half wall. Puck gets by him. On the near side wall, Ryder's the first one on it for the Rails. Around behind. Delayed penalty against the Lumberjacks. And as they play it there, we get another penalty. Lumberjacks number 2. Minor penalty, I believe it was hooking. Offensive zone draw on another power play right after the last one ended. Declan over to the wall. Bria fires this one in behind. Brennan hustles over. Back to the point for Charlie. Sends it back down to the circle. Back up to Stanley at the point. Stanley will go D to D. Charlie fires one into a shin pad. We'll dump this one down the corner to Brendan. Brendan centers. Bria in the slot. Score! Bria on the power play goal. 12:26 left in the first period. She gets the puck from Brendan, who got it from Charlie. So that'll be Bria from Brendan and Charlie. First goal of the game. The Rails have an early lead. 24. Declan wins this one over to Bria. She picks this up and enters the zone, far side. Centers. That ends up behind the net. Cloquet plays it ahead. Taken away by Brendan, down into the high slot. Shoots, glove, held on to the Proctor Cloquet goaltender. 12:10 remains in the first. We'll get a draw to his left. after the line change. Ryder on the draw here. He steps out of the circle with it by himself, puts a shot on net. Kick saved and smothered. We'll reset, do it again. Ryder wins the draw. Backhander towards the slot. Jace has it there. Back to Ryder. Shot on net, kick save. Jace from the half wall sends it in behind. Ruxin has it. Rux back to the far side wall, up to Griffin at the point. Griffin put a shot in, that misses the net. Cloquet up the wall. Matt unable to hold. Cloquet starts out. They're 2-on-1 with Matt putting some back pressure on. Shot, Gavin finds it, he'll hang on. 11:35 left in the first, defensive zone draw, both teams at full strength. And that's the first shot of the game for the Lumberjacks. Draw won by the Lumberjacks. Misses everyone. They'll be forced to retreat the play. Clearing attempt off of Bria. Brendan picks up the loose puck. Sends it out front to Declan. Hopped over his stick and Cloquet will start back. Great wide pass. Missed everyone. They're able to recover though and they're into the zone.
Backside, cover!
Lumberjacks in possession down behind. Centering attempt goes off a skate. Stanley in behind. Takes to the far side corner. He reverses course. Takes a look. Off the wall. Tips off the stick and Bria picks it up. She's got one to beat as she gets into the zone. Near side. Stop. Poke checked away. And the Lumberjacks start out of their own zone. 3-on-2 as they enter. Near side circle. Shot well wide into the far corner. Centering attempt off of Stanley. He picks it up. Circles in behind. Stanley's forced back. Head pass. Hits Brendan. Hops to the stick. Cloquet sends it back the other way. They'll dump it into the zone. Stanley the first one on it in the far corner. He actually gets beat to it by a Cloquet player who lost an edge turning the corner. Charlie near side chips it up to Brendan. Chip to Declan and he'll come out with speed. Dances around one, loses the puck however. Taken away at the line by Ruxin. Charlie ahead to Rux. And they're out of the zone. 2-on-2 as they cross center ice. Near side circle, turns the corner. Around behind, tries to wrap around. That's put in by a Cloquet player. Ruxin will get the goal. Assist should go to Charlie on that one, I believe. The lead pass out of the zone. On the fifth shot of the game for the Rails, they're up 2-0. Ryder on the opening draw, neutralized. He walks through the circle with it, battling for it. Overskated. He'll backhand this one into the zone. Lumberjacks chip it up from the far side corner. Ryder intercepts at the half wall, sends it into the slot. Matt has it now, the blue line. He circles, far side circle, tries to go rink wide to Rux, missed. Rux will send it in behind. Jace with the stick lift, picks it up on the half wall, sends it back to Ryder. Ryder down to Rux in the circle. Rux will play it in behind. Back to the point. Griff not quite able to hold. Cloquet player out of the zone. Gets knocked down, no call. Matt picks it up in behind off the dump in. Takes a look, off the wall, too far for Jace. Cloquet will hold it in. Matt again, gets it to the line but not out. Gavin sensing trouble, will glove that one, hang on. That was wide of the net. 8:44 remains in the first period. We'll get a defensive zone draw to Gavin's left. Jacks have this one at the point. Shot in, tipped wide. Pick it up, shot off of Gavin's shoulder from the near side. Declan dumps it into the far corner. Stanley now with it. Puts it off the wall. Bria tries to chip it out. It's held in. Cloquet still has it. Down the far side wall. Reverses course. Centers it out front. Gavin will tip this one to the line. Not out. Shot blocked by Stanley. Charlie battling for it in the near side circle. Declan picks it up. Bounces it off the wall. Brendan picks that up and he's out of the zone. Brendan rink wide to Bria. Tips it into the zone there. Able to get around one, put the shot on net, fought off. Lumberjacks curl behind their own net. Lead pass gets them out of the zone, but Bria will intercept. Bria sends it ahead, tipped in by Brendan. Rink wide pass. Picked up by the Lumberjacks, and they'll start the other way. Into the zone, down into the slot. Player gets knocked down, shot in on net. Gavin finds that off the glove. Stanley will pick it up, curl near side. Dumps it out, too far for everyone. Icing waved off, Cloquet forced to play the puck. Around behind, they dump it off the far wall. Declan steps up, he's able to come away with it. In a battle down in the corner still. Cloquet tries to send it ahead. Stanley will pinch from the point and hold it in. Declan now in behind. He curls, puts one off the side of the net. That bounces loose. And the Jacks are out of their zone 3-on-2. Down the near side circle. Backhand, intercepted by Charlie. He gets dumped as he tries to clear. Shot doesn't make it to the net. Puck still loose. Cleared out. Ryder fresh off the bench. Takes that one. Curls, hands off to Bria. Too far. Cloquet starts back the other way with it. Dumped into the zone. Charlie will play it in behind. Puck still bouncing around down there. Cloquet fires one on net. Stick save from Gavin. Sent back out front. Tipped in on net. Gavin has it underneath him. He'll cover. .6:14 left in the first period. Shots tied at 6 now. Cloquet with a bit of a pushback there after that second goal for the Rails. Draw one back by the Lumberjacks. Taken away by Ryder. Jace will pick up the loose change. Steps around the defender. Bottom of the circle. Sends it out front. Rocks. His tip goes into the corner. Matt came down the half wall. Intercepts clearing attempt. Bounced off the walls around him. He's able to recover the puck in the neutral zone. Rink wide. Hits Jace at the blue line. To the slot for Rocks. Has a little behind him. Hit it with his skate. Jace has it again. Shoots. Tipped up and over. I believe that hit the netting. Puck will end up out of the zone. I think they're going to say that Jace put it out of play without it deflecting off anything. So, neutral zone draw with 5:41 left in the first. Ryder on the dot for the Rails. Wins this back to Griffin. He'll dump it in. Jace wins the race to the corner. Around behind. To Rux in the circle. Bounced off him. Back to the point. Matt collects. Down to the slot for Jace. Parked in their feet. Jace puts one just wide of the net. Matt will hustle over, played on the half wall there. He collects. Off the wall into the corner. It's intercepted by a Lumberjack player. Clearing attempt held in by Matt once more. Ryder now has it in the circle. His shot gets deflected in behind. Jace sends it back around one more time. Ryder in a battle with two Lumberjacks. Able to take it away. He's in the circle with it. Still has possession. He'll send that one down in behind. Rux runs his player over. Clearing attempt held in by Griff once, but then it gets past him. Matt in a foot race. Slap shot near side corner. Picked up by Lumberjacks. Another shot off the base of the net. Around behind. Jace will be the first one on it at the far side corner and start back out for the Rails. Jace reaches the red line, puts a shot in on net. It's under the Cloquet goaltender. He'll hang on. Line change and an offensive zone draw for the Rails with 4:24 left in the first period. Declan wins the draw over to Bria. Puck still loose in the circle. Lumberjacks try to clear. Stanley with a kick save, keeps it in. Declan into the circle, tries to go through the slot. It's intercepted. Clearing attempt, does connect. Lumberjacks will start out. Near side circle, that shot is wide into the far corner. Jacks on it in the half wall, centered, tipped, blocked by Charlie. Brendan now with it. Near side circle, he chips this one to the line, not out. Declan able to battle to get this one out as it comes back in. The Jacks hadn't yet cleared the zone. That'll be offsides and a neutral zone draw with 3:49 left in the first. Declan's up to take this draw. That goes rink wide. Stanley chips it out of the zone. Bria pushes it ahead. Still battling for it, able to get it around the Jacks defender. Brendan tries to take it away on the half wall, pulls his man down. Delayed call against Brendan. That'll be a minor penalty for hooking, I believe. They're into the zone onside. Center goes off of Gavin as Brendan goes to play it. We get the whistle. 3:22 left in the first period. Brendan goes minor penalty for hooking. First penalty kill of the game for the Rails. Draw will be to Gavin's right. Ruxin on the dot. Wins this back to Matt. He'll circle behind his own net. Stops, comes back the other way. Backhander up to Rux. Rux overskated, but able to get it out of the zone. Plays it off the wall to himself. He's into the offensive zone down the right side wall. From the bottom of the circle, he fires one in behind. Griffin holds the zone. Still has it on the half wall. Jace covering up at the point. Puts this one in. Tipped. It's on net. Loose. Jack Skilltender able to find it. He'll cover up. 1:03 left in the minor penalty to Brendan. And we'll get an offensive zone draw for the Rails. Ruxin on the dot again. Puck's loose. Jace picks that up. Skates into the circle, down into the slot. Backhander on net. Stick save. Clearing attempt. Gets past Matt. He'll hustle back. Pick this one up in his own zone. Retreats behind his own net. 46 ticks left in that minor penalty. Up ahead. That's off a Ruxin stick. That'll slow it down enough to negate an icing. Jace putting the pressure on. Chases that Jack's player in behind. He falls down. No call indicated. Rux will send it in behind the net again. Jack's up the half wall. They circle in their own zone and start back out. They dump it into the zone. Matt the first one on it. He'll curl back. That goes off the referee. Rux sends it in behind again. Griff back to Matt behind the net. 6 seconds left in that minor penalty to Brendan. 4. Matt tries to get it out. Runs into his player. Matt with it now. Off the wall to Ruxin. Ruxin has it taken away on the near side circle. A shot in. Hits Gavin in the shoulder. Pushed in behind on the rebound. Matt now with it on the half wall, far side. He tries to clear. That's held in. He's able to take it away. Puck still loose in the slot. Shot. Shoveled wide of the net. Brendan with it on the half wall. He turns, looks for an exit pass. That deflects and out. Rails able to clear. But the Jacks regroup, dump it back in. Battle rifle this one off the wall. That deflects off a couple of sticks. Brendan in neutral zone, plays it to the far side of the wall for Ryder. Ryder's into the zone. Team changing behind the two. Drop pass to Brendan. Ryder picks this up, overskated it in the circle. Back down to Ryder from Brendan. Shot gets deflected. We'll get an offensive zone draw for the Rails to the Jacks goaltender's left-hand side. 1 minute even left in the first period. Shots favoring the Rails 9-7. Declan set to take this draw here. Puck hits the near side wall. Jackson, the first one's on it. Jack's able to tip it out. Played back ahead by Stanley. Bria has it there. Bria's got one, Brendan in the slot. She fires that one wide into the near side corner. Jack's recover. Their lead pass misses everybody. Stanley in a foot race for it. 30 seconds left. Stanley off the near side corner up the wall. Intercepted by Jack's player. The shovel down into the corner. Intercepted by Stanley. Shot from the point will miss the net. Stanley with it again. He throws in behind. Dances it around one player. From the corner. Still battling for it there. Stanley chips it ahead. Bria able to get it out of the zone. Jack's intercept. Send it right wide, but Declan the first one on it. Declan fires from just outside the line at the buzzer. Battle in the first period. Shot still favoring the Rails, 9-7. First period save total for Gavin is 7. First period save total for the Jacks goaltender, also 7. 1 minute break. We'll reset. Do it again. Ryder on the opening draw for the second period. Push back, Jace plays it back to Griffin off his skate. Okay, the first one's on it. They'll push it down into the corner. Matt battling for it there. Skirts into the circle. Ryder will take that. Lead pass hits Ruxin in stride, and they're into the zone on sides. From the far side circle, it gets pushed in behind. Jace sends it back down to the corner. Ryder will pick it up. Far side. Hits Rux in the circle. Cloquet able to pick that one up and send it out. Matt recovers in the neutral zone. Sends it right wide to Jace. He's into the zone. Poke checked off his stick, but Ryder picks that up. He tries to center. That hits the skate as well. And the Jackson start back out of the zone. Rink wide pass misses everyone. Jackson first one's on it. They send it out front. That doesn't make it for the net. Griffin shovels that one to the wall. Intercepted by the Jacks. Centering attempts. All the way through. Jason pick it up. And he starts out. 3-on-2 as they come through center ice. Taken away by the Jacks. Sent to the near side wall. Good circle. Rux intercepts that though. Curls at center ice. Rink wide back to Jace. Jace into the zone. Shot from the high slot. Glove dropped and smothered. Minute 22 into the first period. Get our first shot of the second period, and offensive zone drop for the Rails here. Declan on the dot. Declan wins it back. Bria gives it to Stanley at the point. Stanley tries to go D to D to Charlie. It's taken away. Jacks chip it out. Stanley able to get it back out of the zone. Jacks will be forced to reset. They dump it back in. Jack's player had not yet exited the zone. We'll get an offside call there and a neutral zone draw. Draw dumped into the zone by the Jacks. Stanley retreats to play behind the goal line. Around the far side wall, Brendan chips ahead to Declan, and they're out of the zone. Declan fights through a couple of stick checks. Shot from the dot, hits the goaltender. He'll drop to smother it. 13:02 left in the second period. We'll get another offensive zone draw for the Rails. Declan pushes this one through the circle. Brendan picks it up, fires that off the base of the net. Declan back out front. Brio with a shot. That hits a shin pad, ends up wide. Declan with it in the corner, laying on his butt. Matt will step up. Brio plays it back down into the corner. Declan centers to Brendan. Brendan with a shot that goes all the way through. Jack's able to pick this one up. Their lead pass intercepted. Matt kicks this over, and Griffin's able to get it out. Brio with it at center ice, dumps it in. Jackson Cloquet played in behind their own net. Declan steps up in the far side corner, plays it back down. Brendan now with it in the circle. He gets the stick checked. The Jacks are able to start back out. Down the near side wall, into the slot, shot, gloves. Held on to a quick whistle there. Fortunate for Gavin as it was laying in behind him. 12:01 left in the second period. We'll get a defensive zone draw for the Rails. Ryder wins this one over to Stanley. He curls in behind his own net. Through the circle, tries to stretch pass to Jace, doesn't quite connect, but Ryder able to get it out. Jump back in. Stanley kicks that one back to his stick, and Jace will start into the zone. Steps around one defender, down into the slot. Shot, hits the goaltender. Goalie able to find it, covers up. He was halfway into the net. Puck did not cross the line. We'll get an offensive zone draw for the Rails. Jacks win this one. Near side wall played out. Stanley picks that one up. Rink wide, hits Ruxin. Ruxin into the zone. He tries to center, nobody home. Jace will play it in the corner there. Jacks put it ahead. Stanley pinching from the point, unable to hold. Rux takes it away, dumps it back towards the zone. Jacks cross the red line and dump it in. Charlie plays it around Stanley, taken away by the Jacks. Puck comes above the circle. Ryder able to take that puck away. He'll put a shot in on net. A stick into the corner by the Jacks goaltender. Jace plays it to the point for Charlie. Charlie gets it back down to the circle. Jace picks it up there. Hooked off his stick. Charlie picks it up again. Tries to walk into the slot with it. Does. Battling for it. He picks it up on the half wall again. Ryder puts it back down into the circle. Jace battling for it there on the wall. Ryder picks that one up. Charlie holds the point, dumps it back into the corner. Jacks pick it up on the near side. Played up ahead. Stanley able to pinch and hold. He's got possession. Puts this one into the circle. It's cleared off the stick. Jacks player into the zone, down to the far near side circle. Stanley able to push him off the puck. Puck comes into the slot. Puck still loose. Plays live. That shot goes off a shin pad into the far corner. Charlie chips it up the wall. Ruxin picks it up there. able to get it out of the zone, but he gets overtaken by a back-checking Jacks player who dumps it back in. Charlie around behind for Stanley. He returns back to the far side wall. Rux will pick it up. He overskated though. Plays it out, right back to a Jacks player at the blue line. Rux loses the stick, puck loose in neutral ice. Dumped in by the Jacks. Charlie plays it. Charlie off the near side corner. Jason pick it up at the blue line. Does get it out, able to chip it ahead. Brendan to pick it up at the far blue line. He's into the circle. Puck comes all the way back out again. Goes past everyone. Stanley turns, picks it up ahead to Declan, and they're into the zone. Declan in the slot. Plays it over to Brendan, but it's tipped away. Stanley curls. Stops back the other way. Off the wall, too far for everybody. The Jacks are clear. Matt steps up. Keeps it from going in off sides. He'll dump it into the zone. Puck ends up in the near side corner. Jacks play it ahead. Matt holds it in at the skate at the point. Declan picks it up the circle. Brendan picks up off of the poke check. Plays back to Matt at the point. Matt walks the blue line. Stops back the other direction. Down to Brendan on the half wall. Matt tries to hold his own, but it's chipped out. Foot race. Griffin trying to get back in time. Shot. Gavin with the save. Puck loose at the side of the net. Griffin will pick it up in the near side corner. He plays it ahead to Bria, and they're out of the zone. Bria chips it in from the red line. Played off the wall. Declan intercepts. He walks into the circle. Fires high. Glove save dropped. Jacks are able to clear, and they're out of the zone. Rink wide pass. Passes the blue line. Puts them in about 5 feet offside. 7:40 left in the second period. Shots favoring the Rails, 14-10. Neutral zone draw, just outside the Rails end. Draw won by Declan over to Bria. She chips it ahead. Dump in attempt intercepted by Declan and Brendan. Played ahead. Brendan intercepts on the fan. Skates around one. This is going to be a delayed penalty against the Jacks. Declan down into the circle, around behind. Comes back the other way. Apparently that never made it in the net. And we're going to get a minor penalty for a body check, I believe, to Jacks number 3. And with that, we'll get an offensive zone draw and a power play for the Rails. 7:24 left in the second period. A minute and a half on the board for that penalty. Ryder wins this one back to Stanley at the point. Stanley fires. That misses. Puck comes to the half wall. Charlie pitches from the point. He's able to keep it in temporarily. Chip back ahead. He plays it down the wall. Charlie falls. Jacks finally able to clear. Stanley hustles back. Icing waved off. Stanley chips it off the wall. It's intercepted by the Jacks. Down into the circle. Rink wide. Far circle shot blocked by Charlie. He collects. Chips it off the wall. And Rux is able to get it out. Jacks jump right back into the zone, however, down the far side wall. Charlie putting the pressure on there. Ryder steps in to help. Centering attempt off of Charlie, and he'll send it back around. Rux picks it up on the half wall and skates the other way. 36 left in the minor penalty. Rux goes rink wide to Jace. He goes skate to stick. He's into the slot. He picks up the puck on the wall, dumps it in behind. Charlie steps up from the point. He collects the puck, takes a look, walks into the circle, fires. That goes wide of the net. Jack's first one's on it on the near side wall. They're able to hit a headman pass in stride. They're into the zone 1-on-0. Shot scored. Shorthanded goal from the Jacks. Ring number 31. That's a shorthanded goal with 9 seconds left and that minor penalty and 6:02 left in the second period. Matt pulls this one into the zone, turns, fires blindly, and that's just skate in the slot. Tried to dump out. Griffin will send it back down into the corner. Up the far side wall, not able to hold it in. Jack's the first one's on it, and they exit the zone with it. Jack's player down into the zone. Matt takes it away, circles around his net. He'll look as he skates ahead. Lead pass, deflects off a stick. Brendan will chase it down in the far side corner. He curls into the circle, loses it in a skate. Jack's able to dump this out. Both teams have been at full strength for a few seconds now. That goes all the way for icing. 5:11 left in the second period. We'll get an offensive zone draw for the Rails on that icing call.
Let's go, Proctor! Let's go!
Ryder set to take this draw. That goes off the referee. Jack's able to clear. Charlie steps up in the neutral zone, dumps it ahead. Taken back by the Jacks. Battling for it there. Jack's going away with it and they'll dump it in. Stanley picks it up. Fans on a dump around the wall attempt. Sent out front. That gets all the way through the crease. Picked up by the Jacks, played to the point. Shot into the near side corner. Centering attempt thwarted by Stanley. He's able to battle for it there. Comes to the point. Jace able to pick that one up, and he's off the races. Jace down into the zone, near side circle. Shot. It's underneath the goaltender. It's loose. Whistle blows. Whistle blows. Puck never crossed the line. .425 left in the first, and we'll get an offensive zone draw here for the Rails. Jackson win this one. Defenseman will carry it out on his own. On the near side, Stanley battling there. Shot, blocker save from Gavin, forces it into the far side wall. Brendan battling for it there. He comes away with it. He gets tripped as he walks off the wall. Tries to get it ahead. Puck held in. Puck still bouncing around in the high slot. Jacks have it. Clearing attempt held in one more time. Rio with it now. Gets it ahead to Declan, and he's able to sidestep his way out of his zone. Across the blue line. Down into the slot. Played by the goaltender. Declan intercepts. Declan again behind the net. Rio with the backhander off the side of the net. Goaltender able to find it. He'll melt it down. 3:37 left in the second period. Shots favoring the Rails 16-12. We'll get another offensive zone draw to the left of the Jacks goaltender. One by the Jacks, poked out. Matt shot just wide of the net. Ruxin put that one across the goal line. Ryder feeds one back out front. Rux with a shot, scores! I don't know if Jace got a piece of that as it crossed, but that will be officially Rux's goal from Ryder, if not from Jason Ryder. We'll get the official call from Eric, perhaps. Quick shout out to Joe Solberg, Gunner's dad, for running the clock for us tonight.
Let's go, Proctor! Let's go!
Ryder wins this one, skates through the circle. Chipped into the zone, Ruck's racing for it there. Played around him on the half wall. We're gonna get a minor penalty to Ruck's, a minute and a half for a rough. He got tangled and I believe he threw his player down. 3:15 remains in the second period. Rails will be back on the penalty kill. Defensive zone draw to Gavin's left. Draw won by Ryder. Stanley has it. He throws back this near side. Takes a look as he skates up ice. Backhander through. Jason the stick left, able to get this all the way down. Icing the indication. That'll be the call. On the icing, we killed 13 seconds of the minor penalty. We'll reset on the same dot and do it again. Declan on the dot here. Puck loose in the circle. Declan trying to fight it off his man. Shot ends up on Gavin, kick save. Cleared around the wall by Stanley and out. The Jacks will be forced to regroup. They chip it up the far side wall. Into the zone, 3-on-3. Centering attempts. Tips off a stick all the way to the near side. That'll get dumped in behind. Charlie pushes it up the wall. Brendan battles for it there. Brendan on it in the corner, sends it around the wall. Comes to the point, gets past the defender, squirts out to the center ice. Declan putting a pressure on there. He overskated. Rink-wide pass misses. Stanley tries to play that ahead. Jack's still battling for it in the neutral zone. Puck squirts to Declan in center ice. Now Stanley. Jacks pick this up, start back the other way. Falling, they play it into the zone. Stanley plays it right back out again. Jacks dump it in. They hadn't cleared. They're offsides, and we'll get a neutral zone draw. Puck is played from center ice, so that's where we'll get the draw. Apparently not. Just outside the rails end. 10 seconds left in the minor penalty to Rucks. Ryder back on the dot. Ryder pushes it forward. Unable to win the race. Jacks will dump it in. Forced to be a kick save from Gavin. Matt the first one on in the corner. He blows the tire. Puck still underneath him. Puck comes to the circle. Shot. Well wide. That one scoots up the wall. Held in by the Jacks at the point. Ryder intercepts a shot attempt there. He'll play it out. Lead pass. Ruxton, who's back on the ice. Full strength for both teams. Ruxton shovels a backhander 10 feet in the air to the far side corner. Ryder with it now at the dot. Plays it back to Matt. Matt will play it down into the circle. Tipped over and score! That's Ryder for Jace and Matt. Nifty little passing play, 5-on-5. Rails now lead 4-1. Shots favoring the Rails 18-13 as well. 1:18 left in the second period. Neutral zone draw. Declan battling for it there. Bria picks it up, gives it to Brendan. Brendan down into the circle. Shoots. Stick saved by the Jacks goaltender. Jacks played up the wall. Griffin tries to hold. Fans on it. Not unable to corral neutral ice from the Jacks to start back. Down the near side wall. Declan watching his man in the corner. Puck squirts in behind. Brendan plays it around one. Gets hooked. No call there, gets it ahead. Declan able to muscle his man off the puck, get it out of the zone. Bria picks it up from him there. Into the zone, shot. Gloved and knocked into the corner. Bria, the first one on it there, will dump it back in behind. 34 seconds left. Matt has it in the corner, he's pinched from the point. Still battling for it. Walks into the circle with it, tries to center, fanned on it. Still has possession, 25 seconds. Back to the point for Declan. Declan sidesteps one, sidesteps another one. Declan down into the corner now. Centers. That goes off a skate into the near side corner. Brendan with it with 15 seconds left. Matt pinches all the way down to the corner from the point. Off a skate. Still protecting. Hands off to Declan. He sends it around. That comes all the way up the half wall. The Jacks able to clear. As they enter the zone, period ends. Rails lead 4-1. Second period save total for the Jacks goaltender was 8. Second period save total for Gavin, 6. Correction, 5. Set to start the third period here. Ryder on the center ice dot. He's flanked by Jason Rux, Stanley, and Charlie on the points. Ryder shovels it to the circle. He's got possession. Near side wall, Ruxin has it. He tries to center. That's intercepted. Sent up through the circle. The Jacks start back the other way. Rink wide pass hits the player in stride. Stanley able to quick check that outside the blue line. Jason played ahead. He's got possession now as he comes across the line with 2-on-1. Good back pressure from the Jacks. Takes that puck away, but Jason able to find it again. Rux battles for it in the near side circle. Ryder able to poke check that one back in deep. Rink wide clearing attempt gets out for the Jacks. Stanley the first one on it there. He plays it ahead to Jace. Jace carries it into the zone. Round one. Tips it around the other. Tries to center. That gets all the way through. Rux with it. Hands it off to Ryder. That bounces off a couple of players. Right to Jace, and he'll score. Jace extends the lead to 4 on a play from Ryder and Ruxin. Declan on the draw here after the goal. He'll win that over to Bria. She circles, chips it ahead. Picked up by Declan, and he's into the zone. Far side circle, still battling for it. He'll push this one in behind. Jackson did on the half wall. Clearing attempt off a skate. Picked up by Griffin. He goes rink wide to Matt. He dumps it ahead. And Brendan pins it into the zone. Declan with it there. He lost the handle on it as he got to the slot. Griffin holds the point on the clearing attempt. Puck in the corner. Declan battling for it there. He comes away with it. Hands it off to Brendan behind the net. Brendan fires that off the glass. Puck loose in the circle. Griffin holds it in with a shin pad. Comes to the near side wall. Bria with it there. She puts one on net that gets kicked aside. Jacks trying to clear. Griffin holds it in. That hits the goaltender on the bench. We'll get an offensive zone draw for the Rails. on the dot in the far side circle there. Wins this one to the wall. Jace has it. He puts this one on net. Stick save. Rux turns, fires. That's blocked. Charlie down from the point. Picks this one up the top of the circle. Down to Rux in the corner. Rux plays it in behind the net. Jace sends it back. Rux has his pocket picked. And the Jacks will chip it up and out. Dumped out from the half wall. Charlie the first one on it. He circles, fires it back the other way. Jacks pick it up. Send it back to the neutral zone again. Jacks into the zone. They fan on a dump-in attempt. Able to hold the point. Shot. Doesn't make it to the net. That's blocked by Stanley. Second attempt blocked by Ryder. Jacks in behind. Try to center. It's off a skate. Puck loose. Shot. That misses the net. Charlie with it in the corner now. He puts it up the wall. Rux will pick it up at the blue line and start out. 2-on-2. Chips it around the player. Can he win the race? Stick lift. Jace picks up the loose puck. Puck down to the circle. Jace able to thwart a clearing attempt and put it back into the corner. Rux not quite able to corral. Puck comes to the near side. Ryder backhands one into the slot. Intercepted by the Jacks, and they're able to get out of the zone. Into the zone, near side. Shot, gloved, and held onto. I think that was going wide, but Gavin says that's enough. We'll take a face-off, please. 11:41 left in the third period. Shots favoring the Rails, 20-14. Declan on the defensive zone draw for the Rails. Tries to shove that to the wall. Jacks win it. Declan picks up the loose puck at the top of the circle. He can't quite corral. Matt tries to chip it out. Matt battling for it along the wall. Has a man pinned. Puck still loose on the wall. Brendan walks away with it. Poke checked off his stick. Griffin picks it up in the slot. Griffin ahead to Brendan. Down into the zone. It's chipped all the way down. Icing is waved off. Matt forced to play it, puts it up the wall. Griffin battling for it on the half wall. Declan will pick it up and curl into the corner. Around behind his net. Off the wall to Brendan. Brendan's out of the zone into neutral ice. Takes the puck into the zone, down into the slot. Near side circle, backhander. That goes off the glove. Brendan still has it behind the net. Tries to wrap around. That's thwarted. Matt jumps up from the point. Puck's chipped around him. Bria picks it up in neutral zone. Bria sends it all the way ahead. It's intercepted by the Jacks and started back the other way. Rink wide pass, gets them into the zone. Shot in on Gavin. He'll glove. He tried to drop and play it. Quick whistle, and we'll get a defensive zone draw for the Rails with 10:22 left in the third period. Draw one. Ryder, second attempt, taken away by Stanley. Stanley curls in the corner. Back the other way. Stops again. Gets hooked, no call. Puck squirts out front. Ruck's the first one on it in the slot. He'll curl and come net. Rick wide to Ryder, to Jace. Back to Ruxton. Off his stick into the corner. Rux tries to dance around a player. They go into they fall in a heap in the corner. Ryder hops in, trying to battle for the puck there. Rux and Ryder combining to try to get that puck back out of the corner. And with that, as Ryder skates away with it, Rux will be called for a minor penalty for elbowing. 9:42 left in the third period. The Rails will go back on the penalty kill. Still leading 5-1. Defensive zone draw set to be taken by Brendan. He puts that into the corner for Charlie. Charlie chips it ahead. It's intercepted. Puck comes out close to the net. Stanley able to clear. That gets around The Jacks defender, Bria, racing ahead. Should be the first one on it off the end wall there. She spins, centers through the crease. Stanley stuffs up from the point. He'll dump it back into the corner. Jacks recollect around behind their net. Dump it ahead. Lead pass gets him out of the zone, but Stanley and Charlie combine to get that back the other way. Bria just outside the zone, puts it back in again. One-handed poke check, puts a shot on net and kick to the corner. Jacks back the other way, through neutral ice there, 3-on-2 as they cross the line. Shot from the near side circle, that misses the net. Picked up by the Jacks, sent back out front. Gavin poke checks that away. Stanley to Bria at the blue line. She starts backed out the other way. 29 seconds left in the minor penalty to Ruxin. Bria put the shot on net. Stick save into the corner. Jacks will collect and start their other way. Chipped up. Charlie tries to step up and hold. Jacks able to get it around him. Charlie takes his man down on the shot. The Rails would be down 2. With 11 seconds left in the minor penalty to Ruxin. The Rails will be down 2 men.
Go, Matt!
Matt and Griffin coming out with Declan at the point, on the draw. Apparently that's going to be 10 and a 2, 2 and a 10. Unsportsmanlike conduct, I believe. Declan sends this to the corner. Puck comes around behind. Centering attempt, picked up by Matt. He turns, fires off the wall, gets it out of the zone. Ruxin back on the ice for the Rails. Puck comes ahead, dumped back down by Griffin. Jace off the bench, just overskated. Matt curls in the slot. He'll retreat back in behind his own net. Starts back up the near side wall. Off the side wall, just missed Declan. This comes all the way down. Icing the call. Rails will be forced to start back from their own end one more time. 56 seconds left in the minor penalty to Charlie. The minute and a half portion being served by Brendan. 7:48 left in the third period. Shots favoring the Rails, 22-16. Declan on the draw here, gets it over to Matt on the wall. Matt will circle in behind his own net. He stops, loses a man in the corner, starts ahead.
Get it up, man! Go ahead, all the way!
Through neutral ice, tries to protect the puck. Declan gets eliminated, no call. Starts into the zone. Matt protects the puck in the slot. He'll start back the other way. He loses possession, and the Jacks down into the circle. They curl, center. That hits the base of the net. Matt in behind, dumps it in behind the net again. Griffin will send it around the near side wall. Declan off the wall, held in at the point. Matt in the corner. 15 seconds left in the minor penalty. Jacks have it at the far side point. They dump it back down. And they'll have possession in the corner. Centering attempt, gets there. Stick save from Gavin on that backhand on net. Matt pokes him around 1, up the wall. He's out in the neutral zone. 2-on-1 as they enter. Backhander. Centering attempt thwarted. Jason's on the far side. Declan picks this up in the neutral zone. As he gets it ahead to Brendan. Brendan into the zone. He gets hooked. Shot blocked in behind. Jacks play it up the far side wall and start back. Lead pass tipped, but does connect. Jacks able to get into the zone, but fan on the dump in. Declan circles. Near side wall to Brendan. Brendan sends it back too hot for Declan, but Jason's there and he's able to dump it in. Declan, first one on it behind the net. He turns, avoids a hit there. Plays off of Brendan's skate, sent back out front. Bria in the slot has it. She'll fire it back on net. Glove save. Brendan picks up the loose change. Circles around behind. Stops. Back the other way. He's got 2 Jacks on him. Loses the puck in the corner. Bria steps up, able to intercept that clearing attempt. Picked up by the Jacks and pushed out again. Stanley with it there. Stanley backhands it ahead. Declan able to poke check that into the zone, but it's taken away. Jackson into the zone. Matt battling for it along the wall there. Has possession in the corner. Steps around that player. He'll start back up. Rink wide. Too far for Brendan. Icing the indication. Waved off. Jack's forced to play it in behind their own net. Up the far side wall. Too far for everyone. Matt the first one on it. Curls at the blue line. Off the wall. Ryder the first one on it there, and he plays it ahead. Ryder dances along the blue line. Loses possession. The Jacks cross the midline. Dump it in. Matt the first one on it. Will retreat back behind his own net. Sends it ahead. Intercepted at the blue line. Played to the slot. Stanley racing ahead foot there. Jacks have possession, tipped away from them. Brendan starts out. 3-on-2 as they cross the line. Poke checked away. And the Jacks start back. Dumped into the zone just inside the line. Matt will retreat and will pick it up in the far side corner. He stops. Avoids contact there. Hands it to Stanley behind the net.
All the way now. Move it up. Move it up.
Stanley through the circle. Across the high slot. Stanley out through the neutral zone into the offensive zone, down to the near side circle. He loses the handle on it. Plays it from the near side wall. Sticked in behind by the Jacks goaltender. Bria forces the pressure there. She picks up the puck on the goal line. Shovels that one through the crease. Jacks chip it ahead. Griffin will be the first one on it for the rails. Just inside his blue line. Dumps it out. Hits the referee. Comes back into the zone. Griff tries again, able to get it out, but it's sent right back in again. Jacks were offsides. There's a player on the far side still trying to exit the zone. He was 1 or 2 steps slow. We'll get a neutral zone draw just outside the rail's end here with 3:45 left in the third period. Draw one back by Ryder. Matt has it there. Sends it ahead. Just too far for Jace. That's going to go for icing. Icing waved off. Dumped it around the corner by the Jacks. Matt steps in from the point, gets it to Ryder, who fires it off of Ruxin. Puck loose, and the Jacks are able to clear. This goes all the way to the far side corner. Does make it enough for icing. 3:18 left in the period. Icing the call. We'll get an offensive zone draw for the rails. Declan on the dot for the rails. He's got Brendan and Bria on his wings. Puck squares down into the corner. Declan putting the pressure on there. Brendan will step a half wall, give it back to Declan. Jack's able to take it away. Up the wall with it. They send it out to neutralize where Matt recovers. He sends it near side wall where Charlie chips it ahead. Sent back out by the Jacks. They'll slap at it, send it all the way down. Icing the indication. It does make it. 2:56 left. We'll get another offensive zone draw for the rails. Declan wins this one to the wall, but it's intercepted by the Jacks. Lead pass intercepted by Charlie and sent back ahead. Brendan will get into the zone. Backhand to Declan down into the circle. He gets hooked, hauled down. Still gets a shot on net, fought off by the goaltender. Bria falls down as she plays it on the far wall. With that whistle, we're going to get a minor penalty for hooking to Jacks. Looks like number 6. And with that, we get a power play for the rails and an offensive zone draw to the right of the Jacks goaltender. Declan on the draw. No changes there. Jacks win this one. Chipped ahead. Stanley able to hold. He'll dump it back down into the corner. Brendan in behind, looking to pick this one away. He does. He circles. Back behind the net again. Going to try the wraparound. Poke checked away. Bria with it in the circle. Bria in the corner. Sends it out front. Intercepted. Brendan was posted up. Jacks come out of his zone with it. Near side wall. They'll dump it down in once they reach center ice. Stanley the first one on it in behind. Curls through the near side circle. Fans on a clearing attempt. Taken away on the wall. He gets it back again. He'll curl back the other way. Send it ahead to Brendan, who's able to get it out of the zone. Bria races ahead, tries to put the pressure on. The Jacks will circle behind their net, start back up. Poke check inside the blue line. Still able to get it out. Rink wide pass misses everybody. Stanley will pick it up. Stanley through beneath the zone. Fans on a clearing attempt there. Dumped back in by the Jacks, but Charlie picks it. Charlie off the near side wall. Stanley was picking up a loose stick. He sends it all the way out. The Jacks have it there. Bria thwarts a dumping attempt, but the Jacks pick it up again. Start back the other way. Into zone 2-on-4. Good step up from Charlie. Gets his skate on it. Forces it to the wall. 1:06 left in the game. Jacks walk in. That goes through the crease. Gavin kick save. Rebound attempt. Taken away by Declan. And he's through the zone into the offensive zone on the far side wall. Deck stops at the half wall, and Matt picks it up. He'll put this one all the way around. Brendan in the corner there. Picks up the puck. Still has possession. Up the wall. Matt holds it in at the blue line. Walks the line. Fires. That goes off a skate. Jacks will play it ahead. Griffin steps up. He's unable to hold the zone. Matt covers up. Dumps it back ahead to Bria. Bria will shovel this one into the zone. Jacks off the inside wall. Able to clear, but Brendan takes it away. He starts back into the zone. Has possession in the high slot. Dumps to Declan, who just overskated. Griffin picks it up. He'll go rink wide to Matt. 10 seconds left in the period. Matt dumps it in. It's played back up but not out. Declan has it temporarily, but then loses it. Matt with it. 2 seconds. 1. The Royals come away victorious in their first game of the silver bracket. And with that win, they'll be back in action Wednesday night at 5:45. We'll be at Sites Arena, just across the hallway from here. We'll hope to see you then.